Selling naked options can make you rich, and in this video I'm gonna go over a trade idea that one of our members gave away. Let's go over the trade real quick, and of course sign to Tasty, sign to the free course on School, all the links below. XLE, this is an ETF on the energy sector. The oil went up from like 70 to 78 in the last 2 weeks with all the tension, everything. Doesn't matter the news. All that matters is volatility. Would I take this trade? We're gonna find out. Let's go over the trade. This is a short strangle trade. Let me show you. This is a short strangle, and you can join for free for this membership, as not just me, other people are posting trade ideas. It's a wonderful place to be. Classic Strangle on XLE. Today, trade idea, Classic Strangle on XLE, high IV. Again, I don't care about Bollinger Bands. I don't care about none of that. No news, no nonsense. I care about volatility, statistics, numbers, and math. And if my risk is worth my reward. That is it. That is it. If the risk that I'm taking gives me enough reward to actually take the trade. So he's saying, this guy, high IV rank, and option actually post a couple of trades every week. It's pretty good. Join, as I said, link below for free. Rising energy sector volatility fueled by uncertainty around the global oil demand, geopolitical tension, prime setup for premium sellers. That is true. And the trade itself is a short strangle. He did the pictures in here. He's selling on one side. He sells, and you can only do this on Tasty. You cannot do this on Robinhood. Let me tell you why exactly. On Robinhood, whatever you do, you need cash secured puts. This is disgusting. Or covered calls, which you also need 100 shares. Also disgusting. I want to use my money as much efficiently as possible. So a short strangle is you do simultaneously, you sell one naked put and simultaneously you sell one naked call, and your goal is for the price to stay between those lines, between the put and the call. That is your goal. Now this is XLE, this is an ETF, it's not a stock. It doesn't go up or down like 20-30% a day. It's not MicroStrategy, it's not leverage 2x ETF. It's just ETF on oil energy sector. That's it. So the price is about 91. We're going to go over the trade. This is also for a small account if you want to delve into some advanced option strategy. I'm going to show you exactly why. Price right here, as you see, is around 91. He's selling the 86, and I'm going to go over my criteria if I would take this trade. Spoiler alert, you will wait and see. Okay, so he's selling 86 on one side. Remember, we're at around 91. He's selling 86, collecting right here 60 bucks on one side. And on the other side, he's selling the 98 calls. Okay, you sell the 86 puts. You sell one naked put. Simultaneously, you sell one naked call, 98 call. Also for the same expiration, 38 days. If you know me, I follow Tasty. I like to trade anywhere between 40 and 60 days to expiration is when I take the trades, and then I let it rest, lose all the time decay, and start closing the trades around 20 days to expiration. That's what I do. So he sell the 98 as well, collects 42. This plus this, about 100 bucks for one contract. And for that, you see, max profit is the 100 bucks. If it expires between 86 right here and 98 right here, okay, this will give him 106 bucks, which he collects up front, but this is the max profit if it will go all the way to expiration. A POP, 73% possibility of profit. I like to be above 85 at least, but that's a different story, just because he's not doing what I'm doing. But it doesn't mean you don't have to have only A++ setups, which can also go wrong, by the way. It's just for the peace of mind, you think A++, it's safe until it doesn't. I do A++, like 99% of my trades. This, I would call it A trade, like B++, something like that. Okay, 73% pop. P50, this is important one, 87%. 50, that means that there's a 87% chance that the option will lose at least 50% of its value. So this 106 will be half of that, 50 bucks, 53 bucks before the option expire. So according to Tasty, which I don't follow, but they say if you sell an option, it made 50%, close the trade, move on, release the buying power. I don't do it. I go all the way to like 80 plus to worthless, but 50% if you want to just hit and go up and move on and that's it. The buying power affected for a small account is $1,800, $1,824. If you have a small account, you want to do some other stuff that are not just cash secured puts and all that stuff, and everyone are talking about Nvidia and Tesla trades and Apple and all that, you can put $1,800 on the line as a collateral, collect $100 up front, and if the price is stays by expiration 40 days from now, 48 days from now, between 86 and 98, great, that money is yours, the collateral will get released, you move on. And of course, this is just for one contract, you can do one, you can do more, it's up to you. Always stick to risk management. Let's go see this trade on Tasty. This is XLE, okay, and you can read it here. It says the title, it's ETFs, Select Spider Trust Energy, okay. I have it as part of my forever ETF that I do basically 2x, not 2x, 2 ATR. It's gonna be in the advanced course that I'm building, a different story, not now. So let's see what we got. So he's selling, let me show you the trend, then we go over this. He's selling, I already put it just so you can see right here. He's selling on one side the 86 put, okay? And on the other side, he's selling the 98 calls, naked and naked. Now, we are here at 91, and if you see, the brown line from Tasty is a beautiful platform. Again, beautiful platform, feel free to sign, link from the school group. All this brown line is what market makers are expected the ETF to do. Expecting that from here for the next 38 days, by expiration, the stock to be between 86 and 96, give or take, the ETF. So he went all the way to the edge of the brown line of the expected move on the put side, and he went a little higher because the oil goes up, so he gave himself a little buffer. Instead of 96, he did the 98, and you see the dotted line here, that's one standard deviation. Would I take this trade? Let me show you if I would. Most likely I won't, and I'll tell you why, because now the price is 91. You see the ATR 1.5. That means that 1.5 times 8. I always aim to do 1.5 times 8, that's 12 bucks. I always aim to sell options when volatility and everything is good, but when the ATR is ideally at 8 times ATR. It's not 100%, I do 5 to 8 ATR, okay? But what he has now is very low, it's like 4 ATR or something, because if you do 12, you do 91 minus 12 is 79, and 91 plus 12 is 93. So if I were to do this trade, just a rough number, I would do, on one side I would sell the 80 put, and on the other side I would sell the 100 put, 100 call. 80 to 100. This is what I would do. But again, if this trade only gives you $100 as it is now, I would not take this trade. The other thing that I would try to avoid, and there's nothing wrong about this trade, it's up to you. Again, it doesn't mean it won't work. It just means that it's not for me an A+++ setup. But again, it doesn't mean that you won't make money if you do this trade. IVR right here, 42. I sell options when the IVR is over 50. This is just my rule. The higher the IVR that you see on this indicator, again, in the free course, you learn how to put everything together on Tasty. All the indicators that I use, free for you to learn and do. So if it's over 50, it theoretically means that based on history, the price of the option is more expensive. So be an option seller. Anything under 50, it means that the options are not so expensive. Here is good, it's right in the blue line, which is great, and I think maybe he used this one, which means that now theoretically, not 100% sure, but theoretically the price should do nothing and just go nowhere and stay around the blue line. And if it does, the option will decay. How much will the option decay? You can see right here, theta decay 3.88, about $4 a day. Go to sleep, wake up tomorrow, you made $4, $4, until it's either worthless or you close the trade at 50% or up. It's up to you. And that's what I got. Link below, sign up. I'll see you next time. Yeah.